I wanted to show what type of problem we can see from this export issue here. So last week we learned that exports during March were terrible. This completes the first quarter now. We got January through March numbers. And look at this export stuff down here. So we produce meat, we produce pork in this case. Then you take out what's exported, and here's what's left over. We call this left for the U.S. consumer here. Now we produced 1% less pork last quarter. But because of our export problems, the amount that the U.S. consumer saw was 3% higher than last year. So even though we produced 1% less pork, we had 3% increase in the amount the U.S. consumer saw here. Frank said, all right, well, how about this situation with China? They've got bird flu. They've got lower demand for their own domestic pork. The question here is, number one, are they buying more from the export market? Are they buying from us to offset that? Or is their net drop in pork demand going to hurt? That's a question right there. The other question, which is also concerning, is will they be lowering their buying of our chicken? So even though this sounds good for us on the pork end, maybe they're going to buy more U.S. pork. Does that mean that, though, that if they're turning away from chicken, are they turning away from U.S. chicken as well? Like we did last time we had this bird flu stuff, back in 05, 06. Back then we had chicken exports fell horrible, and we had a huge amount of chicken left here in the U.S. So I would like to say that the bird flu issue is bullish for us, but I can't make any story at all like that work.